It's so dumb. Oh my God.
Welcome to Couch Surfing, the show where resilient guests look back at their big roles, their little roles, and everything in between. I'm here, social distancing, with Tituss Burgess. Tituss!
Hello, my dear. Happy social distancing to you. I'm good.
You ready to surf?
Come on, let's do it.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That voice
Oh my God.
is everything. I know you grew up loving Stephen Sondheim. Of course, you ended up on the stage, but I read that you bombed this audition, but eventually landed the role of Sebastian. Tell me what happened.
What I learned is that a no doesn't always mean a no always. The reason I tanked it is because I lacked a little preparation because I had just gotten off of a plane from seeing my mother who wasn't well at the time. Oh. And so my focus, she's fine. My focus wasn't there. And she would always be like, it's okay, go do this, go chase your career, you know, go. She's been a supportive mom. So I got to the audition and forgot the lyrics. Oh yeah, and had the wrong sides. It went on and on and on, and they were very gracious. I sang well, I just did not remember all of the songs. So I said to them, I don't think I'm going to achieve the type of performance that you were desirous of seeing from me today. So I'm going to bow out. And while I was working on another project, I got a call that I got a final callback, and I'm thinking, how can I have a final callback? And I ain't even had no call. And I had made all my comparisons for my personal life. I'm a Pisces, and I'm playing someone who's a water creature, and I'm not fond of children, and neither was he. And he's a composer, so am I. He conducts, so did I. I was like, you got this, Tituss. Like, there's no end to Sebastian. There's no start to you. You are one and the same.
You ready to keep surfing?
Yes, let's do it.
All right.
Elizabeth,
some of Tina Fey's best work comes out of your mouth. How did you end up in Tina Fey's orbit? And was she immediately taken with you? And what was your initial impression of her?
Oh, she terrifies me, even still to this day. I revere her so much, truly. And she always often giggles when I talk about this sort of reverence that she sort of walks around with and that I carry for her. But my first big scene was with her and Sherry Shepherd. And talk about being thrown into the deep end. I mean, I had to figure it out really quickly, but I wouldn't take anything from a journey now. That was probably the best education I could have ever gotten. How she was taken with me, as you put it, I don't know. I think Tina
I can see why.
Okay. Yes. I'll let you say it.
You can say I'm charming and debonair and quick-witted and extremely talented.
Well, okay, thank you.
Okay. All right, let's keep surfing. Up next.
Oh my God. I forgot about him.
So take me back to this day on set. What was that like for you?
The
set of Royal Pains.
Yes, I barely remember it.
Okay.
I remember the drive was about 2 hours from New York. And I had never been to the Hamptons. That was filmed in the Hamptons. And when I got there, there was a lot of sitting around, as there is when you're filming. But I remember them being very gracious and very patient with me. And I remember thinking, well, this isn't a bad way to spend a day or two by the beach. So that was kind of one of, it was, you know, a lucky instance where it wasn't so much work to be at work. But the actual filming, I kind of, it's all a bit blur.
All right, up next.
So the whole show is made up?
We just do some poppers and say whatever comes to mind. Jellicle, Griddlebone, Mungo Jerry, Jimmy McCracklins.
But I thought the show was based on some poems by T.S. Eliot.
And what is Eliot
You know,
an anagram of?
Tituss, your journey hasn't been an easy one. I mean, I've read and I want to verify that this story is true. I mean, is it true that you came home from your last day on set at 30 Rock and there was an eviction notice on your door?
Yeah, that is absolutely true. I broke, I could not get a job on Broadway. I couldn't get a job, my dear. And I was living in Harlem in a basement apartment. And that was the exact breakdown description of the character.
Did Tina Fey know that?
She said she did not. I don't think she knew that. She and I were not in contact. I had not seen her or spoken to her since 30 Rock ended.
When did you know that he had become so beloved?
It's hard, you know, being a consumer is different from being the person putting out what is to be consumed. But
there had to be a moment where you could walk into the bodega one day and then all of a sudden you couldn't.
Very good. That wasn't a bodega, it was a 99-cent store. And I will never forget, me and this man had never spoken a word. 99-cent stores are like my personal favorite. Dollar Tree, 99-cent, shout out.
Yes,
I love it.
Yes.
Love it. I've created some amazing meals from a 99-cent store with their spaghetti and their dry noodles. I can make a feast for 1,000 people out of there. And this day I was on my way out and he goes, "Sir, excuse me." And I turned around and I'm looking through my bag. I thought perhaps I'd forgotten something and he goes, "Pinot Noir, is that you?" And I looked at him and I was like, oh boy.
Oh boy.
It's a thing now, you know, it's a thing.
Welcome back to Couch Surfing. I'm still here with Tituss Burgess. Tituss, shall we continue?
I would love to.
Yay!
I don't see how this can work. We should be in a real club.
Well, I don't want to hear that. You got what you got. We got to make it work. You're my producer, right?
I am.
I mean, Eddie Murphy wanted you for this project. When Eddie calls, you have to say yes, right?
Oh my God. I still cannot believe that happened and that he personally requested me, and he was so gracious and so generous and so collaborative, and he is a hard worker, and he was so beautiful in this role. And I learned a great deal from him and what it means to helm a project, to be a producer on the project, and to handpick your cast, and you know, to be big picture, to be macro and micro simultaneously, and that's what he is. And that's exactly what Rudy Ray Moore did. He took his friends, he pulled his resources together, and you know, even when he wasn't on top of the world in terms of mainstream, he was on top of the world, and he achieved exactly what he set out to do. And I think that movie and telling that story was long overdue. And there are many ways and many different roads to get to the Wizard of Oz, and he showed us a different one.
All right, let's check out this next clip.
You're supposed to be doing cardio in 5 minutes.
Cardio? The erotic magician I dated in the early 2000s?
This was very well received, and clearly I loved it. But were you ever worried that people wouldn't get the choose your own adventure style? And were you ever confused by the alternate outcomes?
Oh my God. I was confused with the whole damn thing. I'd never shot an interactive special before, and there were 900 different endings, and they were all similar enough to at any moment now, you and your scene partner could be in 3 different versions of the same scene and not know it, but a lot of people don't give the script supervisor enough credit, and her name escapes me. I think it was Mary, but this woman was the glue. She and Claire Scanlon, I believe is her name, who directed it, held it together and reminded us of where we were in the story. But it was not easy. And it was very hot last summer. Was it last summer when we filmed that?
Yeah, it was hot last summer.
Yeah, it was really, really warm. And most of this movie took place outdoors, and Ellie was pregnant. So it was not easy. It was fun, though. It wasn't easy.
Tituss, thanks for surfing by Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. Kimmy versus the Reverend is streaming now on Netflix. See you next time on Couch Surfing. Bye.